Try this again here.
This is Paul R. Nelson, and you're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show.
That's right, Paul R. Nelson. Patrice, you into these negative campaign ads?
Yeah.
Love them. Watch them all the time.
Here's a negative campaign ad. Dimitri Martin has got a big ad campaign. But go ahead.
Huh?
What?
Make my stomach hurt.
Who?
Damn it. Never mind.
Who? What? What are you doing? Just reading?
It just caught me. I see Dimitri Martin's dumb face, and he's like getting ready to be a millionaire.
Who's Dimitri Martin?
He's a nice guy. I like him. Yeah.
I have no idea who that is.
Exactly.
Is he a comic? Or
Yeah, he's a
something?
new.
Oh,
You got it. All right, I get it.
Oh, now you're all... I see.
Just, comic jealousy.
That makes sense, yeah.
You know how we are. We jealous.
All you
now,
comics.
Now I'm over it. Now let's get back to business.
One guy makes it, and it's like, that son of a bitch.
That's why I'm trying to prepare now. Everybody, they call me a son of a bitch now.
But if it
I
was,
got nothing.
if it was you, you'd be like, why is everybody hating? But when it's anybody else, it's like, this guy doesn't deserve that. Didn't even put in his time. He didn't.
I just had a burst of jealousy overwhelm me, and I apologize.
It really did. It washed over you.
And I don't even hate Dimitri. I'm just saw his dumb face. And
You took us out of our game and everything.
Sorry about that.
Damn, is that a black guy we're supposed to know? That's all I was thinking.
now you got to be careful, y'all.
Yeah, we don't know.
I apologize for that, man. Go ahead. Man.
All right.
I'm sorry.
No, we love this guy, Paul R. Nelson, Patrice. We started playing negative campaign ads, and the best ones were from Paul R. Nelson about this guy, Ron Kind.
Ron Kind, and what he does, he puts a W, a big W, in front of Ron, and then a G at the back, so it's wrong kind. His name's Ron Kind, but his competition there.
Wait, what's the position and what's the state and what's going on?
This guy, Paul R. Nelson's the Republican. He's a Marine, an ex-Marine.
Running for
Congress.
Don't even know.
He's running for Congress.
You're right.
Running for Congress in Wisconsin. And he's running against a four-term incumbent, Ron Kind. And Paul R. Nelson's teams put together this little ad where they put and say, he's the wrong kind. Yeah, and it's just all negative stuff, and it's so far beyond any kind of negativity. I mean, they're accusing this guy of all kinds of shenanigans.
Well, we got the classic one. We should play it again.
Yeah, let's
just to
play
bring
this.
Patrice up to speed. This is the one where we were playing a lot of negative political ads, and they were all good. And then we heard this one, and it was all about Paul R. Nelson from that day forward.
I'm Paul R. Nelson.
Listen to this.
With our servicemen and women facing death every day, what kind of congressman would try to gut military spending? The wrong kind. Ron Kind. That's right. Congressman Ron Kind is repeatedly voted to deprive our troops of the funding they need to fight for us. But Ron Kind has no trouble spending your money. He would just rather spend it on sex. That's right. Instead of spending money on cancer research, Ron Kind voted to spend your money to study the sex lives of Vietnamese prostitutes. Instead of spending money to study heart disease, Ron Kind spent your money to study the masturbation habits of old men. Ron Kind spent your tax dollars to study something called the bisexual, transgendered, and two-spirited Aleutian Eskimos, whoever they are. Ron Kind even spent your tax dollars to pay teenage girls to watch pornographic movies with probes connected to their genitalia. Ron Kind pays for sex, but not for soldiers. If Ron Kind had better priorities, you wouldn't be having to hear this. Ron Kind is out of touch, and soon he'll be out of Congress.
I'm Paul R. Nelson, and I approve of this message.
I'm Paul R. Nelson.
I'm Paul R.
And
Nelson.
I approve of this message.
Paul R. He sounds like he has something tied up to somebody's genitalia. I'm sure he has a small child in a closet somewhere locked up.
Is he just the best?
We hated him at first, but now we love him. We don't care what he stands for.
I just love the fact that he is willing to go out on a limb and put out a negative ad campaign like that. Just the worst.
Yeah, well, we got the latest Paul R. Nelson commercial.
Oh, good.
Wow.
And this one's supposedly pretty good.
A new one.
No one has heard this yet.
All right.
We have connections now in the Paul R. Nelson camp.
Yes, we do.
Because even Geraldo played that last ad on his show last night.
He did?
Yeah, it's all about Paul R. Nelson.
How did we pick up on him so early?
I don't know, but everyone's jumping on now.
Wow.
We just lucked out.
Yeah.
I would love to say we're that damn good. We just lucked out.
Like we're like Kreskin.
But we have the brand new ad that no one has yet.
All right.
And we're not even allowed to tell people how we got it.
Okay. I don't mind. As long as we have it.
Here it is. The latest Paul R. Nelson campaign ad.
Dearly beloved, we're gathered here to witness the marriage of this man, Bruce, to this other man, Bubba. If anyone objects to the marriage of Bruce and Bubba, let him speak now or forever hold his peace.
Well, preacher, I object.
Oh, thank God. State your objection, sir.
Well, preacher, it's two dudes.
Well, Ron Kind says anything goes. He says I can marry anything to anything.
Well, preacher, Ron Kind is the wrong kind of guy to get advice from. Hey, today it's two dudes, tomorrow it's two dudes, a lesbian, a pedophile, and a partridge in a pear tree. I think we better stop playing games with holy matrimony and leave things just the way God showed us in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Romeo and Juliet, not Romeo and Julio.
I'm Paul R. Nelson, candidate for Congress. I approve of this message and my committee paid for it. If you support traditional American values, help me keep marriage sacred. Vote yes on the marriage amendment and vote Paul R. Nelson for Congress.
Wow.
Paul R. Nelson.
Did you say Paul R. Nelson?
Oh,
Does Ron Kind, does he have a
I said, did you say Paul R. Nelson?
yes.
I'm Paul R. Nelson.
Paul R. Nelson has left the building.
How great is that? The mega mix that one of the fans sent in.
Oh, God, that song was stuck in my head all morning.
Yeah.
I woke up with it in my head. I'm driving to work singing the Paul R. Nelson Funk Soul Brother song.
What do you think of the new ad?
I love it.
So
Wow. They just have gone completely one way. They've gone completely with the mudslinging tactic.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope it works for him. I don't know. Like I know what his stance is. It's really hardcore right wing Republican, which I'm really not into. You know, I'm more.
I'm sorry, what?
I am not into hardcore right wing Republican politics. I'm also not into left leaning bedwetting liberal politics. I like taking a little from column A, a little from column B.
Right,
you make up your own mind.
Can you tell me
Yes, sir.
what's the little from column B? Because column A, we've seen you have Nazi helmets and guns.
See the,
and you hate all races and creeds and colors. Now, what's the other side that you take a little bit
You do
of?
see a lot of the right on me come out, but
a lot of that comes
left,
out on the radio show, so it's actually a good question.
The left,
what do you think from the left?
I keep camouflaged a lot. I'm a pretty charitable guy when it comes to
you
things.
give the white charities. That does make charity does not mean
White
left.
charities. There are enough black people giving to black charities that I feel I don't have to cough up my hard-earned money. You know
Wow.
what? You know what
Hold
I give?
on, wait a
you
minute.
know what I give to black charities? It's called my tax dollars.
Somebody on the left side, catch him because he's falling. Right on the left. Hold on, he's leaning left. He don't give to no nigga charities.
It's called my tax dollars. Those are my charity contributions to the black community.
What is the left side?
The left leaning that I have a little bit.
Oh my God!
I'm not.
Let's just stop
I'm kind of with you, Patrice. I don't really hear a lot of
the
left coming out of Anthony.
I'm not one of these staunch supporters of George Bush. I think he's a boob. I think
that's not even that. That's not even. His wife don't even like him no more.
How about gay marriage?
Come on,
gay marriage. I'm fine with that.
Come on,
I
Anthony,
could
come
care
on.
less.
There you go. Gay marriage.
Gay marriage.
He wants Bruce and Bubba
Come on,
to get
Tony
married.
Duke.
Abortion. I say let women have them whether they want them or not. In some cases, I say let the boyfriend make up their decision.
Oh,
can I interrupt
man,
for
you almost ambidextrous.
Can I interrupt?
Dr. Martin to surgery. Doc Martin. Wham! One right in the old bread basket.
Big phony.
Can I jump in here for a second? Al from New York. Al.
Hey, I just got to know, is that a bit you guys made or is that a real commercial?
See, that's what's getting so confusing now. People really think we're just making up Paul R. Nelson commercials. That is a real Paul R. Nelson commercial.
The commercials you've heard are...
That's going to be hitting the airwaves very soon.
Genuine Paul R. Nelson commercials. The song is a remix that somebody did. That didn't come from the Paul R. Nelson camp. No. Although, I think if he wins, they should play that behind him. as he's accepting his victory at the podium.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Thank you.
Let's say hi to Steve in Jersey. Steve.
Dude, that was the greatest ad ever. Please play it again.
Which one? The Bruce and Bubba one?
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Please play it again.
That is a good one.
All right, we'll play that again. Let's go to Bernie in Boston. Bernie.
Hey,
Bernie.
what's up, guys?
What's up?
Hey, when are you going to have Paul R. Nelson on the show with you guys?
You ready for this? 7 o'clock today.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock today. We talked to Paul
R. Nelson.
Yeah. Awesome. By the way, the Mega Mix was done by producer
We're like
Dan.
Imus.
He would like to mention producer Dan.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
We're like Imus now, getting politicians on the show.
Yeah, look at us. Look at us.
Paul R. Nelson, we got a congressional candidate from Wisconsin.
People don't understand how messed up this is because I don't think we agree with a lot of the stuff he's saying.
No.
And we know that Ron Kind isn't obsessed with the masturbation habits of old men. And
yeah, we know
we see through all this crap.
Do you have his platform?
You can't tell from that commercial?
But I'm saying all of his whole platform.
It is so right down the right-wing line. Yeah. I mean, anti-abortion, anti-stem cell research, anti-gay marriage, staunch supporter of Bush and the war in Iraq.
Anti-sex in general.
Really?
He's not
just for procreation.
He's not into sex.
Seems like a very religious guy, very family-oriented guy. He's got the wife, the kids, the whole thing, and he's just using Ron Kind's platform of what he wants. What Ron Kind was doing was trying to get a bill passed that would fund a sex study. That included all these things, like Vietnamese prostitutes because of the spread of AIDS. Like they wanted to see how that worked. The old men taking care of themselves at the old age home is just like the sexuality of older people and what they might need to make their lives a little better as they get older in that way. Just this overall sex study. But he made it sound like in that commercial, like he's pulling out tax dollars going, show me some Vietnamese prostitutes. Here, I got some tax dollars here. All right, hook up that electrode over there to that teen girl and let her rip. You know, it's kind of taken out of context. Oh, yeah.
That is hot, by the way, that is sexy.
And he justified it by saying, you know, if he wasn't doing these things, you wouldn't have to hear it on our commercial.
That's right.
But we're going to tell you anyway because
he knows it makes a good commercial. On the official Paul R. Nelson website, we get a plug. T-shirts. The Paul R. Nelson T-shirts are officially sold out. And then he writes, thanks, Opie and Anthony.
Yeah, I guess a lot of the pests and fans of this show absolutely wanted the Paul R. Nelson T-shirt, so they went to the website and they're wearing them now.
Just the dregs of humanity. Why?
Walking around with the Paul R. Nelson.
Why can't you support?
All right, look,
because I'm Paul R. Nelson. I'm Paul R. Nelson.
Let's play the spot again.
I guess nobody's serious is that funny.
Yeah. Once again, here's the latest Paul R. Nelson commercial. It's entitled Bruce and Bubba. We can't write funnier stuff than this.
No. Great.
Dearly beloved, we're gathered here to witness the marriage of this man, Bruce, to this other man, Bubba. If anyone objects to the marriage of Bruce and Bubba, let him speak now or forever hold his peace.
Well, preacher, I object.
Oh, thank God. State your objection, sir.
Well, preacher, it's two dudes.
Well, Ron Kind says anything goes. He says I can marry anything to anything.
Well, preacher, Ron Kind is the wrong kind of guy to get advice from. Hey, today it's two dudes, tomorrow it's two dudes, a lesbian, a pedophile, and a partridge in a pear tree. I think we better stop playing games with holy matrimony and leave things just the way God showed us in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Not Romeo and Julio.
I'm Paul R. Nelson, candidate for Congress. I approve of this message and my committee paid for it. If you support traditional American values, help me keep marriage sacred. Vote yes on the marriage amendment and vote Paul R. Nelson for Congress.
Vote Paul R. Nelson, people.
Yeah, he'll be on the show in a few minutes here.